Hello everyone, this is Jose from City of Cars. Today we're doing a walk around video on our 2019 Challenger GT. That GT means that it's all-wheel drive, and this one is a very cool car because it is wrapped in one of my favorite colors as far as Mopar goes, and then that is Plum Crazy Purple. Definitely a cool build on this vehicle. Gotta love the fact that you can get an all-wheel drive Challenger that makes it a perfect all year round vehicle. As you can see that 4 right there, that kind of indicates the fact that this vehicle is all-wheel drive. And like I mentioned to you, it was a pretty good build as far as whoever ordered this fresh from the factory. Take a second here. I happen to have the window sticker right in front of me. As you can see, there's a 2019 Challenger all-wheel drive plus, and it does have some optional equipment packages such as the Plus package, which gives you the Napa Performance heated and ventilated seats. Does give you the technology group, as you can see there, so your high beam assist, forward collision, rain sensing wiper blades, the blacktop package, driver's convenience group, and it does have a power sunroof, among other things. That's definitely a really cool car. But let's go ahead and go right into the video, taking a peek inside the interior of the vehicle. First thing I want to point out, super low miles. This vehicle has about 10,149 on the odometer. Like I mentioned before, it does have the premium sound system, so you got the hardened Cardin, power sunroof. I love this because it's a mixture of nice like suede and leather seats, making it very, very comfortable. Walking around the whole vehicle, I mean, it is a Challenger. I absolutely love how practical these cars are, even though they're obviously sports cars. If you take a peek inside the trunk, I mean, they're just massive inside. Taking a peek inside here, very clean, pretty much like brand new. Does have a set of weather techs right on there, and looks like the floor mats are actually still in the wrapper, making this pretty much like a brand new car. Taking inside here, let's try to get this all weather kind of folded up here so you can kind of take a peek. Usually they have like little inflator kits in the bottom of these, and sure enough, there it is, along with your battery. And gotta love this, an axle subwoofer built into the bottom of it. And actually it looks like there's 2 subs built into one, so definitely a nice sound system. Gotta love that. We'll put that all the way it was and close this up. Let's go ahead and look a little deeper inside the interior of the vehicle here. Like I mentioned before, it does have heated and ventilated seats, as well as a heated steering wheel, and you will receive 2 sets of keys with this, and they do have remote start, which is definitely convenient. Being true to a Challenger, it does have a couple little special buttons, including sports mode, super track pack, so you will have like all your SRT performance pages still on here, which is kind of cool. Launch control, driver setup, so you can change the steering feel. Like I mentioned before, it does have active cruise control, so you can actually set like your distance away from the gap of the vehicle in front of you. It does have forward collision alert, powered sunroof, so you can see a beautiful day. All that is working. It does have Challenger kind of embroidered right into the one of the air vents right there. Definitely a cool car. Now this is going to be a 3.6 V6, so let's take a peek under the hood and check out the power plant. 3.6 Pentastar has been around for quite a bit. It is Chrysler's flagship motor. As you can see right there, 3.6 under the hood. Definitely a nice car. Definitely a sporty ride, but gives you the benefit of that all-wheel drive. And speaking of all that all-wheel drive, it is wrapped in a set of Michelin tires with plenty of tread on them, so that is nice and grippy. Definitely makes this a perfect year-round car. But let's go ahead and take it for a quick spin around the block and kind of just show you how it drives around here. And we'll go ahead and close the door and just go for a quick spin around the block, just so you can kind of see it in motion. It does have automatic headlights. We go ahead and put it in drive. Let's go for a quick spin. Again, I love these cars. I mean, as far as doing a road trip in a sports car, you know, you can have a Corvette or a Camaro or anything of that nature, but it's gonna be a rough ride. These things are like a highway couch. Just very roomy, very wide, plenty of headroom if you're a taller person. This is a great vehicle. And again, if you're just driving it like normal, it just feels extremely comfortable. It's a full-size car. Obviously, I think these share a platform with the Chrysler 300s and the Chargers. So I mean, it's just, even though it's a two-door car, it's extremely big. And the back seats are actually, once you're back, they're really not bad. I'll show you that here in a second. But taking a peek around the block, definitely a great handling car for how big the car is and how heavy it is. And that all-wheel drive system definitely makes this thing just that much more fun. Let's go ahead and get back here, and I'll show you kind of how to get into the back seat area and show you that it really is not that bad, even though it's a two-door car. If you had to utilize the back seat, this is one of the better models as far as sports cars go to actually have a decent size, just because of how big this is. If you pull this up to a truck, I mean, it's not that much shorter than a full-size pickup. Let's go ahead and put it back in park here. Oh, and you do have a backup camera just so you guys can see. I love the Chrysler infotainment system. It's definitely nice and clear image. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it does have the backup rear sensors as well. But let's go ahead and we're going to take the seat belt out of this loop here and power the seat back and kind of show you the rear seat space. Again, a lot of room back here, especially for the two-door. And if you go ahead and actually climb inside, bam, you got a couple air vents. You'll see once you're in position, not the tallest person in the world, but you got plenty of room here, as well as a couple speakers already built in. And if you bring this down, you actually have a nice little armrest with some cup holders. Definitely a cushy ride. You know, in a pinch, it definitely beats an Uber. To get out, you do have this little manual release where it does make it a little easier to get in and out of, where you can just set it back. And it is power seat, so it's the only downside of power seats. You kind of got to wait for them to slide back, but with that being said, definitely convenient. And we'll go ahead and turn that car off and just do one last kind of walk around the vehicle. Again, not seeing any major imperfections or anything of that nature. Looks like a couple little bugs that just hit the front grille, but again, no major rock shifts or anything. A couple little like nicks around the front end, just to be expected, just little highway rock shifts. But other than that, very, very clean car. Again, about 10,000 miles on the odometer. I mean, in Plum, if you're looking for a fun, practical car that still gets pretty decent fuel economy, that's fun to drive, this would be it. So if you're interested in this vehicle, please visit our website. You can see the Carfax original window sticker, everything on our site. It's www.cityofcars.com. Or if you want to give me a call directly with any questions, just reach me at myself, which is 248-892-9663. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe.